You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
Welcome back. We continue to celebrate the life and legacy of Scorchy Tawes.
Now, before we get into the beginning of a gunsmith's career, I wanted to talk to Charlie about the beginning of his career with Scorchy Tawes.
I was working for another television station, and the only time in my long life that anybody ever offered me a job was to shoot for Scorchy. So I went home and I said, well, honey, I'd do that for free. And she said, you didn't tell them that, did you? I said, no, I didn't think of it. She said, good, Chuck. So I was delighted at the opportunity. So they hired me as the chief photographer. I had to wear a little headdress and everything. But I got to know Scorchy very well. And he was just a wonderful human being. He was full of kindness for everyone. And he said, can I tell you, he saved my butt one time?
Yes, sure.
You might not want to use that part.
We're definitely using that part.
But I was in a lot of trouble. And, oh no, I had quit. I had seen too many dead bodies for a week. And another one cropped up, and I said, I ain't going. I was editing. And I said, I'm not going to do it, and I walked out the door. And Scorchy called the general manager. I went to see him and said, I'm tired of training photogs. And Paparella's a good shooter. He's got a good eye. It's this one. And he said, I want to train any more photogs. If I don't have him, then I'm just going to stop. And they didn't want to lose him. So reluctantly, I'm sure, they allowed me to come back into the fold. And I never strayed again. I mean, I realized what a foolish thing that had been.
Well, we're certainly glad that you didn't quit as we continue to remember Scorchy Tawes, sponsored by Schwartz Marine.
There are very few full-time gunsmiths on Delmarva. The trade of gunsmithing is not alive and well.
Oh, it's completely dying. Most gunsmiths at this point make less than electricians, so people see more money in being an electrician than they do a gunsmith. You have to really like to do it in order to do it.
Mike Dellinger of Dagsboro is one of the last of this dying breed, maybe even the best of the last. Not many carry the prestigious title world-class gunsmith, a lofty moniker he began earning some 20 years ago.
I took a gun to a person one time that worked on it and didn't do a very good job. So I decided to do it myself and completely ruined it. I destroyed the gun. So I salvaged what I could and I started over again. And I just continued to roll from there.
Today, the passage of time has burnished Mike's gunsmithing achievements into legend. He is internationally known. He does it all. He makes them, repairs them, and sells them.
Repairs are bread and butter. There are a lot of them out there that people want to have fixed because they can't afford to get a new one.
He also has a specialty.
Scope mounting is one of my specialties. I have a tool on the market, as a matter of fact, that is manufactured by Brownells with my name on it.
As for making custom guns,
I have the capability to build them from scratch, but it's cost prohibitive for people to pay me to build it absolutely from scratch.
what price range do your custom guns run?
Stripped down models run from $850 and top of the line can run to $16,000.
What do you hunt with a $16,000 rifle?
Anything you want to.
Did you know that it wasn't until 1935 that duck calls truly began to gain in popularity, because it was at that point that using live ducks for calls became illegal?
And did you know that the majority of duck sounds we're familiar with come from the females of the species?
Now you do.
Did You Know is sponsored by North Bay Marina. Outdoors Delmarva will be right back.